Welcome to the Corsair Suite. Always lovely to visit these people, see George, see other people, and this place is always so busy, but they have some new cases that we obviously are going to check out. So come along. See, we have people and some more people. Oops. Whoop. Hip. Up. Hip. So the 500D case, I'm really excited about that stuff there, but it's quite busy. So let's first check out the Carbide Spec Alfa.
Okay, so the Spec Omega is an exciting mix between the original Spec Alpha case and the 460X. So the interior has been completely changed up, but that Bulldog gaming exterior remains the same. We get 3 color options, all of which are $99. We have tempered glass at the front with that angular portion that looks awesome. It's much cleaner versus plastic. And we also have the large side TG panel that is weirdly attached with hex screws instead of thumb screws. So Corsair believes thumb screws don't provide a good user experience because of fingerprints and unattractive looks because they stick out too much. So the lower profile hex screws were introduced here. The jog or the cutout beside the PCI area is non-present here, so you need to fit the screwdriver through the holes to secure your PCI slots. There's also no power supply shroud, so the full interior is just open, exposing your drive cage in the front of the power supply. You can fit a 360 rad at the front and dual 140mm fans up top, so it's a nice refresh to a unique frame with better internals. But I am curious if you think it's a good deal for $99, so let me know in the comments.
And now let's check out the Corsair Obsidian 500D. It's their new case. It's kind of like the merge between the 570X and the concept slate that we looked at, Computex, aka I guess if you cut that in half, you get 500D. Kind of makes sense. But yeah, these two variants, one a little bit more on the premium side, aluminum and tempered glass and RGB fans, versus the other one that's a little bit more, you know, kind of sexy and black. So that's the 500D. Let's check them out.
So this one is a bit more exciting because the interior matches that of the Crystal 570X, but with a revamped exterior shell to add some life into the Obsidian series. So the fully spec'd out 500D with all the tempered glass panels and the curved TG panel at the front, that by the way has terrible yields, is the 500D SE or Special Edition with a pretty steep $249 price point, while the regular 500D sells for only $150. So the reason SE is that expensive is because the Commander Pro fan controller / sliding controller hub is included with 3 RGB fans plus 1 non-RGB and all that glass on quality hinges for that sweet swivel action. The power supply shroud here is closed at the front with ventilation and cutouts. There are reservoir and pump mounting points in front of here too. There are 2 vertical PCI slots, but for some reason they don't include the PCI riser cable and they don't even sell that yet, but at least it's future-proofing that enclosure. The top fan bracket can accommodate a 280mm radiator with a total of 60mm stack on thickness because of the additional height of the frame, and you can fit a 360 rad in the front too. The top I/O features a Type-C port, which is one of the first for Corsair, and as for the empty interior, you can see the motherboard is slightly compressed inside, and that helps with cable management. And for storage, we get 3 SSD caddies behind the tray and dual 3.5-inch caddies at the front, so I would say that's pretty good. And the only difference between the Special Edition and the regular 500D is the brushed aluminum exterior versus glass, and we also get non-LED fans inside the 500D, and it's also $100 cheaper, making the case actually quite an attractive full tower option at $150. So stay subscribed for our full reviews to come soon.
And the last thing here is this AX1600i power supply. They tell me it's the best power supply in the world, and that just got better. And behind me is the best view of any booth that we'll visit, so we'll conclude here. Thank you so much for watching. What do you guys think about the Spec Omega and the Obsidian 500D? I'm really looking forward to actually working with those cases just to see what the experience is like, you know, even though it's just a little revamp of their previous iterations, but it's really good that they're upgrading the frame and they're listening to our feedback. So, thanks so much for watching. Make sure to check out our other CS content. I'll see you in the next video.